Cleveland Heights will pay $4 million to settle a lawsuit filed by a Cleveland man wrongfully convicted of rape.
Christopher Miller served almost 17 years behind bars until he was exonerated because of DNA. But the question remains, how did that mistake happen in the first place?
News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison uncovered some serious concerns about a critical and flawed policing practice.
We know photo lineups help police identify suspects. But did you know mistaken ID is also one of the leading causes of wrongful conviction? So why are local police departments still failing to follow best practices? Practices that help prevent mistakes, like the one that put Christopher Miller in prison.
I went from a 20-year-old kid with babies,
Christopher Miller,
to a 40-year-old man with grown kids.
Treasures.
With grown babies now that I've been going away from.
Time.
It's hard, like seeing the transition, like wow.
Because he lost so much of it.
I get a chance to hear my kids call me or, Dad, come get me from a basketball game. Can you come to the game?
In 2002, Chris was wrongfully convicted of rape, accused of being one of two men who sexually assaulted and robbed a woman in Cleveland Heights.
It took a minute for it to sink in.
Sentenced to 40 years.
It took a minute for me to actually realize I got all this time.
So, how did Chris get convicted? The victim identified him from a photo in a lineup administered by Detective Mark Schmidt, the same detective investigating the case.
He started all this.
For years, Chris languished in prison until 2016.
It really caught our eye at the moment where we believed that we might be able to do DNA testing.
So Brian Howe with the Ohio Innocence Project, which works to overturn wrongful convictions, asked for a new test. DNA exonerated Chris. But that wasn't all. The request also revealed a secret.
At some point, police decided that Mr. Miller was responsible for this crime. And at that point, the evidence was marshaled to support that conclusion.
The victim initially described the attacker as wearing a white t-shirt and a green coat. But no one told the defense her description changed after Detective Schmidt conducted the lineup.
It's really hard for the officer not to even subliminally or subconsciously or changing his breathing rate or something like that signal to those witnesses which ones he wants them to pick, even if he's not trying to do that.
Mark Godsey is the co-founder and director of the Ohio Innocence Project.
Memory fades very quickly. Memory is subject to suggestion and it's very malleable. People think of it as like a tape recorder, but it's actually like quicksand.
So he helped write a 2010 Ohio law that says unless impracticable, lineups should be conducted by a blinded administrator, someone who doesn't know who the suspect is. And if a blinded administrator isn't available, police should explain why in writing.
There's never going to be a system that's perfect, but we can do better, and we should do better, and there's no reason not to do our best.
But when Mark surveyed Ohio police departments in 2017, he found very few following the law. And when we surveyed Cuyahoga County's 12 largest cities, we found most water down its intent.
The fact that they're watering it down shows that they don't want to follow it.
Take this policy, adopted by 7 cities, including Cleveland Heights, whose flawed lineup led to Chris Miller's conviction. It doesn't require police to document if they don't use a blinded administrator.
This one doesn't require accountability. It doesn't require them to write down the reasons why they couldn't do it.
You turn up families and lives if you're not doing it right. You know, the lineup, you cops, you got to do the right thing.
In 2018, Chris was released after almost 17 years. The 3 babies he left behind were grown.
I was seeing them in there, but being back into their presence, going to their house, and it's amazing, though.
So grown.
That's my girl.
They now have babies of their own.
We know it's more than just time lost there because of that story. So does the city of Cleveland Heights or its police department have anything to say?
They do. We wanted to talk to Cleveland Heights and Detective Mark Schmidt and include them in our report. Schmidt did not respond to my calls, but a spokesperson for Cleveland Heights sent me the following statement about why they settled Chris's lawsuit. It says, in part, well, the city and individual police officer steadfastly deny wrongdoing and liability. Proceeding to try a lawsuit over events nearly 22 years ago poses a substantial risk for both sides.
Really great reporting, Sarah. We appreciate that.